Aww.
If kids will point out when you're upset, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you are feeling lost, or ask why you're happy, they want to understand, but they also understand your expressional emotion better than adults do, and they're willing to inquire because the social norm that keeps us separated from that isn't there for them. And that's something we should encourage. Yes?
So do pets factor into any of this?
I haven't factored them in on purpose. Pets are a random factor that I can't account for because a lot of the time some pets are actually positive and some pets are negative on a person.
What would be the worst part of that pie? The taste or having it come out later?
Asking the real questions. I'm more interested in the fact that Rainbow Dash can eat concrete.
Wait, which situation with pets have they been negative? So the only time I can imagine that is like someone who's like clearly.
I have an apartment, for instance, that is 1,400 square feet. I have a Siberian Husky. I have no yard. I have to take that husky out to maintain its physical and mental health every day for a minimum of 3 hours to compensate for the incredible small space that dog is in comparison to what it should have. Therefore, that pet is now putting more emotional toil on me and more physical toil on me than I am receiving in return. That's one example. Another example is a cat that's just angry.
So just a cat.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Speaking of children relating to us, it's like I planned this or something.
And cuddly.
Powerful baby.
She's overpowered.
It's the only way she can keep up with the pie.
They have no method to express themselves, but they understand what crying is. They're going to try the things you did.
You know, you're right. That is funny.
When it doesn't happen to you.
All complicated, complex, obscenely hard to describe emotions are based in either happiness or sadness. They're based in either depression or euphoria. Kids understand these two extremely well. They understand what sadness is. They don't understand what happiness is. They don't understand all the other intricacies like thought, intellect, respect, pride. They don't understand that, but they understand these two base core ones. And the two base core ones are the extension of everything that we have for emotional capacity. Children will understand you better than you realize if you simply take into account that all you have to do is dumb it down to their level. And you would be surprised what kids understand. Example. Kid walks up to me. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm a girl. Okay. That's the whole gender conversation for her. That's it. That's all I had to say. Done. Okay. Fixed. Us as adults. Think of the children. Talk to them.
Well, it's kind of how it is for me, too.
Okay. So, separation anxiety. I have this every morning. The person I really care about is all the way across the ocean, and I wish I could spend every moment of my time with her, but she often does this to me, too. This is what she does.
Which means it's time for me to send Starlight Glimmer away. I can't believe it. It really is time for Starlight to go, isn't it?
Only you can make that decision. It's a difficult one, but your heart knows what's right. Even at...
Also, this is where we got the line, there's no wrong way to fantasize. Thank you, Princess. Twilight's freaking out. She's going off the rails. She cannot control herself. I can't control my volume right now because my throat's dry, and I'm wondering if I'm actually expressing myself in a way that people in the back can hear me. But the point is...
I got mine. You could...
There is a point where you must allow someone else to live their life and make their mistakes, as well as just do their thing. Last year at Ciderfest, I can't get intoxicated yet. And last year at Ciderfest, I had 197 messages by the time I went up to my hotel room on Friday night. All from her. This year I had 3. It's not that she loves me less. It's not that we're more separated. It's not that we don't like each other anymore. It's that she now understands if I let my hands off, let Renna do her thing and be herself, at the end of the day, she's going to send a message to me and tell me about her day and explain everything, and I don't have to worry. Carl, this is why we can't have nice things. But this is why we do have nice things. Furthermore, if your friends truly are your friends, if your loved ones truly are your loved ones, what they will do is they understand that for you to learn, you have to make the mistake. Instead of stopping you, they'll let you do stupid things. Hey, y'all, watch this! It's a common phrase in the South where I'm from.
What about hold my beer and watch this?
Now, as a joke, to be entirely honest, your friends, when you fall down the stairs or hurt yourself or make a mistake, are going to rush to your side and go, "Are you all right?" Your best friend, which is who Doodle is to me, is going to look at you and go, "Ha ha!" and then pick you up. If they truly are your friends, even against if you do something against their advice, they're not going to lord it over your head. They're not going to abuse it to remind you of your mistakes. What they're going to do is they're going to pick you up and they're going to go, "Okay, how do we make it where this doesn't happen again?" And we never have to worry about it anymore, and we never have to speak of it anymore. I know what you did last summer. Don't ask how. Now.
Oh, this one.
Here we go.
Why did you have to make me relate to the blue griffin?
Wait, what's wrong?
Because why not?
Wait, what's wrong with you? Blue. You're wearing blue. Or is it against Griffin? Or is it Griffin you have a problem with?
I have. I think it's one with.
Wrong Christmas.
Christmas.
And I'm being upset.
Oh, good.
Now, I'm going to point this out before I start this clip. There was a hashtag that floated on Twitter for like 2 weeks that's called Just Like Alice. Because I watched this episode and I went, I'm just like this stupid blue griffin bird. 2 weeks later, my Twitter has 19,000 likes on one tweet. And I'm like, what did I do and why?
Does make sense.
Guys, stop it.
Or maybe whoever did it is only pretending to be upset to throw us off. Me? But I didn't!
Come on, let it go.
Come on! I said this, you know you did it. Just
That's racist.
Whole season was racist.
I said stop doing it! That's not what the holidays are about. No matter what you call them, or how you celebrate. Do you know how lucky you all are? With your stories about sharing and kindness and getting together with every creature that you care about?
But griffins do that too, don't they? Some holiday about a moon?
Blue Moon Festival.
I love the
The
irony.
one time of year when griffins are nice to each other. Well, as nice as we can be. Families get together to eat and then complain about the food and give each other presents they don't like. Mostly just try not to yell at each other.
Because you get to be with your family?
No, because I don't have a family.
What about Grandpa Brock?
That's just his name. He's not any Griff's actual grandpa. I felt like I never had a place in Griffinstone. Then I came here and, well, met all of you. So I don't want to go home for the break. And that's why I did it.
I have never spent Christmas in the same way with the same people in 13 years. I spend Christmas and Thanksgiving with whoever will take me in. I have nowhere to go.
Wow.
I live in Philadelphia. My girlfriend lives in England. She's my fiance now, but she's still across the ocean. It's hard to do that, especially when I'm having to move this Christmas. I'm not going to get to spend this Christmas with her and her family like I did last year. I'm going to have to, or she's not going to get to spend it with mine, like when I drove all the way across the country because I have to move in January. Physiologically, the logistical time is not there to do those things. I've never spent Christmas the same way. This statistic took me a while to find, but the U.S. Department of Education reports that a third of college students won't go home for Christmas or any holiday in the fall. They will stay in their dorms. When the show started 10 years ago, the target demographic is now 18 to 20. They're these students. They're gallus.
Wow.
The point here being, you don't know what your friends are really doing for the holidays till you ask. You don't know what they're doing for the time when you're supposed to be together with people you consider family. And for me, my family is whoever I'm around and close to at that moment. Because that's all I have. I had to leave my house at 16 to the tune of a 12 gauge. This is life. This is something you have to accept. Reach out to people when you get close to this time, because holidays are the highest time of family fights that result in hospitalization and death, and the highest time of suicide. And I've been talking about intervention and stuff like that this whole time. Guess what? I told you it would get emotionally real. This episode brought me to tears for an hour. This is what this show can do to an adult. They know what they're doing most of the time. That's why we keep watching. They know how they're reteaching us lessons we forgot that we really truly need right now, and we need to share with the person next to us. All because some stupid pastel horses said, I like friendship. Sorry, it was too heavy. I had to do something.
Excuse me.
Oh, this one.
Excuse me. You seem like you need a hug.
Something the show did very right.
Oh, I remember this. Oh, yes.
This is a placeholder for divorced parents.
Yep, it is.
I feel like I've gotten heavier on it though.
You two loved each other at some point. You hate each other now, whatever.
Yeah.
But you had a kid. Statistically speaking, kids who have two parents who are there for their kid will grow up happier, healthier, and mentally and emotionally stronger. However, if you continue your vehement fight with the other adult like children, you're doing nothing but hurting your child. Preach. This is the best situation that could possibly happen with divorced parents. The two parents agree to set it aside, to drop it. Somebody please let her.
Where? Oh.
So let it go long enough for their child's well-being to matter. You have to learn to do that as an adult. This is a much better way than the fighting and the arguing and the hate. I'm sorry about the picture. But considering the way they do copyright, this is the best I can do.
Son, there you are. Your friends told us.
Set it down. Let it go long enough.
Sorry if we ever made you think you had to choose between worlds. That wasn't our intention, honey.
Your hippogriff heritage is something to be proud of, certainly.
But you're more than just where you're from or who you live with. We love you because you're you. No matter where you choose to be.
You don't have to decide. You can keep doing what you've been doing. Going back and forth.
And enjoying both places.
statistically, parents who agree after divorce to work out ground rules they both respect for their kid and to keep